Hey, this is Sam here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I want to talk about a recipe that has a lot of people with split opinion as to whether or not it will work in the air fryer or not. And I'm using 20 quid's worth of beef to prove to you that yes, it does work and it is delicious. And I am talking about dehydrated beef in the air fryer. So of course you need an air fryer with a dehydrate setting. But before you think, oh, hang on a minute, dehydrated means sucking all the lovely juices out of the beef and totally ruining it. But no, it doesn't really mean that at all. What it means is the dehydrate is just a preset. As in, it's a slow cooking button on your air fryer. You know, not all air fryers go this slow. But if they do, it's well worth trying this recipe. So for example, when you would normally cook, say, some roast topside of beef in the air fryer, you're likely to use a temperature range between 170 and 190 Celsius. But the dehydrate setting is set at 60 Celsius. So you're taking the temperature way down and then you're cooking the beef in the air fryer for a long time, and it's like slow roasting some roast beef. So don't actually think of it as dehydrating, it's just a preset on your air fryer. And you could do this with a lot of other recipes and turn your air fryer into a slow cooker effectively. I mean, it's just something fascinating, but people hear the word dehydrate and it just puts them right off. I also had a reader that did it recently and they used a really poor cut of beef and it was tough. We found that the beef, for example, that people have tried at Lidl seems to produce a tougher cut. I got mine from the butchers and I'm using brisket. And everybody's like, brisket should be slow cooked, you should never air fry brisket. Well, we've done air fry brisket before using a quality brisket from the butchers at a normal temperature and it tasted lovely. But this took it to the next level. So if you've not done brisket before in the air fryer and you've got an air fryer that goes to a low enough temperature, then I would say absolutely go for it. So this is the brisket I've got, and funny thing is, you look at the label and it says roast cottage, which doesn't have anything familiar to you, but to us, the place that we're renting to do this video for you is called Rose Cottage, and this is from Rose Cottage Butchers. They're not related at all, but I just think it's funny. So what do you need to be able to do dehydrated beef? I hate that word, dehydrated beef. I mean, can't we just say slow roasted air fry beef instead? Because that's really what it is. So you need your rolled brisket. You could use topside instead. I wouldn't go to a cheaper meat like chuck because I don't think it'd be as good. But brisket, topside, silverside, any of those cuts. If you're in the US, top round would be perfect as well. So it just depends what you've got where you live. So ingredients you need your beef, you need a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper, and then it's personal choice to which dried seasoning you want to put on your dehydrated beef. I'm going with this lovely parsley. I get my parsley from M&S because it's just so green and gorgeous and it cooks so well. But you could mix it up, you could use thyme, you could use oregano, you could use mixed herbs, Italian seasoning, you could even add a curry powder if you prefer it that way. The choices are just endless. So that's all you really need. And then what I recommend is having a plate, because then you can use your plate to season your beef on. So to start with, onto your dining plate, add some olive oil, about a tablespoon is fine, and then season your plate or your oil, plenty of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then whichever chosen herb. You find about a tablespoon of seasoning is perfect. And then, like I said, you can mix and match. So if you'd rather have a mixture of seasonings, you could choose 3 favourite seasonings and do a teaspoon of each if you prefer. And then that's all you need on your plate. So now, let's get this brisket up. Oh, and if it's not already, rolled is so much better because it keeps its positioning really, really well in the air fryer. I know in the US, you'd have to go to the butcher's to get it rolled, whereas here in the UK, it pretty much always is sold rolled. I know every now and again we get an American and says, that's not brisket. It is, it's just that we have it sold to us rolled instead, so it's just kind of a different shape. So, now what you want to do is use your plate to rub the seasonings you've chosen and your salt and pepper all over your beef. Get it on the sides as well, just get it everywhere you can because you want some lovely flavour on that beef when it's finished cooking. You know, and context for cooking time, just think of it like this, is if I was going to roast a beef joint in the slow cooker, the cooking time would be about 4 hours. So think this slow cooks slower in the air fryer than it does in the slow cooker because of its cooking time. I mean, isn't that brilliant? Look at that. That now is all ready to go in. I mean, look at that. Look at all the greenness on it. I just love the colour of the parsley on it. So now I'm just going to give my hands a quick wipe and we can get it going. Oh, pepper out of the way. And then what I recommend is one of your jewel drawers because they're the perfect size for a brisket. And look, they just perfectly fit in. And a lot of air fryers don't go down to 60. So, for example, with us, we could do it in our Philips air fryer, goes down to 60. Our Ninja Foodie does, and our Ninja Jewel and our Ninja Flex Straw do. So it's a problem if your air fryer doesn't go that low, unfortunately. But it's a great recipe if you have got to dehydrate. Oh yeah, and the Power air fryer oven goes down this low as well because it's also got to dehydrate. Brisket ready? Oh, doesn't that look fantastic? Right. You're looking for zone 2 because I've put it in the right hand side. And then you're moving it down to the dehydrate setting, which automatically sets it for 60 Celsius. And then it automatically sets the time to 6 hours. So I'm just going to put this up to 7 hours because I've got a bigger brisket than the standard size. For the standard size for the 6 hours, I'm finding that it's more like 900 grams and this is 1.2. So then 7 hours, press start, and then we're going to come back halfway through and turn it over. But as you can hear, it's very, very quiet when it's on its dehydrate compared to a normal air fryer mode. So you kind of have to listen and think, yes, that is working. So we'll see you in 3.5 hours. Now that the air fryer is on, let me talk to you about the Christmas air fryer plan. It's a free ebook that we've created for you and it shares with you 25 popular Christmas recipes for the air fryer, as well as grocery lists, how to have a stress-free Christmas, and 25 of the best ever air fryer Christmas recipes. If you head over to recipethis.com and search Christmas, you can get the full details. And now, let's get back to that air fryer. So we've stopped the air fryer halfway through so that we can turn over the meat and I can show you what it's like. The good thing is, because the dehydrator is cooking slow, you're not going to burn yourself turning the meat over, and you could just do it with your hand if you wanted to. But that is what the beef looks like so far. And then all you want to do is turn it over. Easy as that. And then put it back on. So then zone 2 again, all the way around to dehydrate, 60 Celsius. And then of course it's halfway through the cook time, it needs another 3.5 hours, then press start. And I can't believe we're halfway there. I can't wait to try it. We've finished our cooking time now for the beef. So now it's time to wrap it up. So that's what the beef looks like now. I've got the foil ready. And then just grab your beef. The air fryer back to one side. And then I'm going to let it rest for at least half an hour, and then we can come back to it later. So we've allowed it to rest in its foil for half an hour, and now we want to cut into it and just see what dehydrated beef is actually like for you using your air fryer. So I've opened up the foil and you can just see what it looks like here. It looks fantastic already. And then of course, if you want it crispier on the outside, what you can do is you can put it on the max crisp with some extra oil for 10 minutes if you want to. I know some people like to do that. So, get rid of the foil. Oh wow, that beef looks amazing. And wow, that pink in the middle, doesn't that look fantastic? Perfectly cooked, hey? So let's give it the taste test, shall we? Is it chewy? Because I think that's everyone's fear with it. Really not bad actually. Really is nice. If you think about it, if you've got our second cookbook, Air Fryer Easy Every Day, we've actually got Brazilian beef in there. You could do Brazilian flavours on this instead if you wanted to, or you could do it like your traditional roast beef. It's totally up to you, and it's so easy to recreate at home using your air fryer. Have you checked out Air Fryer Easy Every Day yet? It's our brand new air fryer cookbook, following on from the success of the Complete Air Fryer cookbook. It has over 140 everyday air fryer recipes for you to follow along with at home in your air fryer. Perfect for different types of air fryers too, as it covers the air fryer oven, basket and dual air fryers, as well as some fun recipes if you're cooking for one. So what you're waiting for? Go and order yourself a copy now and you will not be disappointed. It's from 12 years of air frying. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, you can also find us on TikTok. But best of all, head over to recipethis.com/newsletter to join our weekly newsletter. And I'm Sam, and thanks again for watching.